Most of my drafts recently have been using the app that I built or website, whatever you want to call it, but today we're going the old-fashioned NHL draft in the game itself. I've decided I'm going to use this team because I believe this is the team we used in our Be a Pro maybe last year. Was it last year? I think so. They had really cool jerseys, and now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if in franchise mode you substitute one of these teams in, do they have different arena sizes? We also have 6 divisions because why not? I really like this team's logo. I don't know what it is. It just feels very different. It turns out we are in their division, but it doesn't matter at all what the divisions are because, again, it is a fantasy draft. So the whole NHL is getting reset. And with this click of a button, it is now a draft of the fantasy variety. You know what? I am going to enable the expanded player pool. Maybe we'll see some new faces. Fog of War, CPU trade, sure. Everything looks good. Except for you, jabroni. I don't think so. Get a load of this clown. Thought he was going to edit my lines. Get real. My chances of guessing our draft position drop drastically because we do have... How many more teams is it? 16? I'm not sure what's giving me this feeling, but I'm going to say we're in the top 10, and I'm going to go with number 7 is where our squadron is going to be drafting. I have no idea how to pronounce it. I'm not even going to try. No. Wait, where are we? Oh, there we are, 20. Took you long enough. It's literally highlighted blue and everything, and somehow I still couldn't spot it. The salary cap is still on, but I don't really foresee any teams running into cap issues because of the fact that there are 48 teams, so they're not going to be as good all around. Mitch Marner went right before us. Let's see who's available at number 20. A lot of talented hockey players here. We got Crosby, we got Yossi, we got Hedman. Nate just doesn't have a gold yet. He is actually unreal, though. This probably isn't the time to experiment, but I think I'm going to do it. I am going to take, with the first selection of this fantasy draft, Igor Shesterkin. Had you in the first half. We still got Philip Forsberg. We got Konechny. Ovechkin is up at the top here. He definitely will not still be there. I feel like he's still going to score a lot of goals, right? Yeah, that's my boy. Gotta take him. I don't want to just draft a retirement home, but I mean, Kopitar would be sick with Ovechkin. So would Malkin. Malkin is a playmaker. 89 overall. I feel like we've had this connection before and it worked out well. So I'm going to run it back. Now to finish off that first line, we need a right winger. I could go with Zucchini, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Ekholm's got the 2 abilities. He could be a good first defenseman for us, but for some reason, Matheson is calling my name. I don't really need to worry about the salary cap, so I can't make that as an argument, but I don't know what to tell you right now, but I'm doing it. Oh, how about that? He's still here. And I think it would be stupid at this point in time to pass him up because he is the only 87 remaining. Welcome to the team, Zook. I can't promise you the first line, but I can promise you at least second line. Letang is right-handed, which could be good because the defenseman we took before was left-handed. He's also loaded up with abilities. 86 overall. Do abilities even matter in the sim? I actually don't know. But either way, that's not changing my opinion. Let's go, Kristoff. We remain with $51 million of cap space. Love that. As many of you probably know, I am still hunting for that first Stanley Cup in NHL 25. Second line centerman, Ryan O'Reilly. He does have 90, which would be really good. I feel like he's good on the PK as well. So with all that being said, yup, the average age of this team is going to be outlandish. But if you think I'm not getting the Yeti with 4 abilities, you got another thing coming. Evander Kane's a good shout, and you know what? I wouldn't even mind playing him with Ovechkin and Malkin. I guess I'll have to see what the chemistry's like and everything, but in my head, that seems like a great idea. I don't know that I'm gonna draft him, but he is doing mighty fine for my Capitals right now, so I appreciate you. Lots of cap space, and the only 84 overall player remaining is Anders Lee. So I think I'm gonna take him, and then we had a second line player for center already. We need to get a sniper for that second line. Oh, never mind. We already have a full second line. I take that back. There's a good chance I move one of them down to the third line and put Riley Smith on the second line because I do want some goal scoring there as well. So he is a right winger and he is a sniper. Actually, you know what? We have 9 picks left and only 24 mil. So I was about to take Dubois just because I can. I don't know if I can. Now hiring a left-handed defender. Sold to Ian Cole. Left-handed defensive defenseman, 82 overall. He fights, he bites, he might have the most penalty minutes. Marcus Foligno is a grinder, and he is joining our squadron. And you know what? I'm grabbing another grinder. This guy's a stud. Nick Dowd, Certified beautician, 84 face-offs, only making 1.3. Are you kidding me? Still need a backup goaltender. I'm not in a rush for that, though. Igor can play... Actually, there's an 84-game season. I did add 2 games, so he can play a good 77 of them. Bortuzzo's a unit. Right-handed defender. Yeah. Just to continue bringing the average age up, because I can. Giordano. Trey Fix-Wolanski. Does not fit into our team whatsoever, but he's a short king, and I love that for him. Welcome aboard. This guy's got maybe the longest name I've ever seen. And on top of that, he was drafted by the Capitals. I remember him ripping up the AHL, sort of. We don't even need left wingers, but we need him. You know who would actually be really good for this team? Spicy Tuna. Which is why I'm going to take Matt Rempe. Let's go. I've been trying to find one person that I can have from one of the teams that aren't normally in the NHL. There's no way that his name is pronounced the way I think it is. You know what? I've been searching for a long time, but this guy gloves right, and I think that could throw people off. I actually wanted to get a right-handed glover. All right, Brando, let's see what you got. There's our draft summary. We got Igor. We got Ovi. I'm not going to read all their names, but this team looks very solid, especially considering there's 48 of them. We just need decent chemistry, and we are big chillin'. Our coach, Cole Fenton, I will fire you if I have to. Oh, I didn't think about that. The simulation's gonna take a lot longer because of the number of teams, isn't it? Moment of truth. We will be interrupted by Jabroni. First line is a +5. They want Zook up there. I mean, yeah. That is kind of why I drafted him, I guess. And if I move Kane up there, it interrupts 2 chemistries. So I'm not going to do that. I could, however, move Anders Lee up into Kane's spots, and then we get another +1. So that's pretty tempting. I guess we're going to have 2 playmakers for Ovi. I'm not upset about it. How's our defensive chemistry? That is a big question. Handedness should be all right. Splendid. 202. Matheson and Letang should be disgusting together. Then we got Burns and Cole, Giordano, Bortuzzo. We're winning the cup. In net, we've got Igor and Brando, 93 and 77 respectively. Ovechkin's going to get the most points with 2 more games. Let's say he gets 101. And I'm going to be Matthew Bold-y here and say we collect a grand total of 51 wins. I think I will jump into the trade deadline this time because I'm curious. We already have someone being put on waivers, and I'm pretty sure I have that set to superstars only. So is this just going to keep happening, or... Oh, it is. So I'm going to go ahead, decline, stop simulation, and axe that immediately. 3-0. I turned off trade offer notifications as well because that's only going to slow us down, and I'm quite confident with what we have. All right, that's sick. We start off the season with 3 wins, and now we can't buy a win. Another loss. Colorado. Beauty. All right, the lads are on a tear here. We had a little bit of the early scaries, but clearly we're rebounding. Oh, it's a good year for rookies. That's awesome. Well, guess what? It's a 1-year sim, so I don't care. Some people might be wondering why I don't use season mode, and I'm not even sure you can add teams to season mode. You probably could, but I don't think you can use salary cap. Yes, our team is, what's that saying the kids use these days? Cooking. The Blues are on fire. Let's go. 19-9 and 7. Elite. When we get that 10th loss, though, that's going to look ugly. You know? Like, it looks really nice right now because we got a single digit. But the moment that that flips... Ugh. Oh, there we go. The Rangers did it to us. You absolute clowns. The Philadelphia Whoa, what is going on with me right now? The Philadelphia Fires? That's crazy. I didn't know they changed their team name. But anyway, they fired John Torts. Might have to look into that. Last time I did this, it worked out great. Right, guys? Fenton is an A-, so that's good. Torts has got to be an A. He's a veterans coach. We got a lot of old people on this team. What does his team fit look like? It's got to be good. 68. Cole Fenton is a generalist, and he has a 66 team fit. All right. Well, congratulations. You just lost your job. Is Tortorella actually 66? For some reason, I don't believe that. But either way, we've signed him up here. He better say, yeah. Come on, Tortellini. You know you want to. You want to coach... Yeah, he does. So far, he's been pretty good for us. We still only have 11 regulation losses. And the Montreal Canadiens have decided to part ways with Marty. Bring him in as an assistant coach and he can show trade away. Who says no? You're lucky we got that win against Montreal. 3 losses in a row. You were on the hot seat, Torts. What's going on? Win this game right now? Thank you. Depending on how we do post-trade deadline, we might actually stand a chance at the Presidents. Just for fun, let's see who is available at this trade deadline. The extended trade deadline, we got Danault, 86 overall, Kreider, Middleton. I'm good. I almost made it so that 32 teams qualify for the playoffs. Very happy that I decided not to. Post-trade deadline collapse will get you. Doesn't matter what kind of team you have. Our hopes of a President's Trophy are slipping away very quickly. 43 wins. We are nearly in April, so playoffs are just around the corner. Now we're doing well. 47 wins. Oh, we lost to Dallas. We can still get 50, though, which would be really nice. Come on. 10-1. Ooh. It's a rough one. Can't lie. 7-3 over the Leafs. And Detroit, the last game of the season for 50 wins, and they don't play spoiler. Let's go. Utah HC is our first round opponent. With that end of season tear, we ended up first in our division, 112 points. We were right there, competing for sure. Only 1 point separated us from a potential President's Trophy, but there's also 3 teams that had that many. And it was the top 16 teams that qualified. Let's see. I'm curious how little points the very last place team got. Oh my word, Philly. They got Tanner Jeannot on their first line, but he's playing with Beniers and Marner. Dostal in the cage. Devin Taves, Moser. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Ovi had 107 points, 51 tucks on the season, 105 for Malkin. Zuccarello had 89. Riley Smith putting up 71. Not a lot of goals considering he's a sniper, but enough points to keep me happy. Burns and Letang both had 42, so they were exactly half point per game. We got Giordano with 30, Matheson 26. Igor did well, 37, 20, and 11. 5 shutouts and a 9-13. Brando didn't have the best numbers, but look at this record. 13, 2-1, and 2 shutouts. Darcy Kemper is the league leader for wins. A 914 save percentage while he was at it, which is actually up there with the best of them. We have a 916 down here for Gibson. I might as well just start saying it before I even come to this screen. Cale Makar leads defenseman for points. 105. He had 18 tucks. Quinn Hughes had 96 points. Great season for him. And those are the only 2 point a game, because after that, Erik Karlsson only had 79. I shouldn't say only, because that is still extremely impressive, but I mean compared to these two. And your Art Ross winner is going to be David Pasternak. He had, wow, a lot of goals, but so did Kaprizov. 129, no one broke 130. Embarrassing. The real question is, who had the most penalty minutes? And it was Tanner Jeannot, not even close. Carrick, Olivier, Watson. What did I even draft you for? At least we got 2 guys up there. So that's got to count for something. The Utah Hockey Club, they got Dylan Genther, Kopitar, who we were very close to selecting, and Gus as their first line. Kadri, Duclair, and Amadio. Coleman on the third line is shocking. Very good on the left side for defense. Right side, maybe not so much. But they got Norrisy and Forsling, so we got to look out for that. Tending the goal will be Anthony Stolarz. Interesting. We got this. First 3 games, everybody knows the rules. Let's see if Utah can put up a fight or if we are going to dummy them. So far, it is looking like the latter. Ooh, they did win 1. Let's sim the next 2 because they can't win even if they win the next 2. Nice. Let's just get it over with. Perfect. Next up, we're playing a bunch of jerks. The Carolina Hurricanes. They went to 7, so they could be gassed. Oh. Definitely got to defend that guy. Kaprizov, first line with Couturier and Marco Rossi. So they reunited the 2 mini boys. The rest of their offense isn't that good, though. I mean, Mangiapane, I love what you're doing for the Capitals, but you're 82 overall right here. Defensively, they don't look that good either. What's going on here? Come on. You know them rules. First 3 games. Let's see how it goes. Oh, no. Yes? Perfect. First game scared me. Had me in the first half, not gonna lie. But then, don't let them push 7. There's no way we should be going to 7. How? Here we go. Real-time sim. It's win and move on, or lose and hit the links. Not a good start. Boys, come on now. Dig in. Thank you, Matheson. At least somebody decided to show up. Even better. Riley Smith, we're up 2-1. Ooh, Marco Rossi gonna get things all tied up about halfway through the game. I seriously do not understand how this is as close as it is. We're almost doubling them in shots. Bobrovsky standing on his head right now, but Ovi scores right after their power play. Doesn't matter because Kirill is going to erase that lead instantly. 5 minutes left. Come on, guys. Don't let it go to OT. I don't think my achy breaky heart can handle it. All right, we are headed to extra minutes. Power play. Let's go. And now we have the Rangers, who are also 8-4. This is the conference final. They brought back Lafreniere and put him with Mittelstadt and Lehkonen, Silfverberg, Carlson, and Mikheyev. I don't see it. I do not understand how they made it as far as they did. Good defense, to be fair. They got Charmak. He's playing with Olin. And then they got Fabro and Damon, Luke Shen, Bogosian. That's good stuff. Thompson in the net. 3 games in the first week. And you know the rule. Let's see how we fare against the Rangers. It is currently a 2-1 lead for the good guys. But the Rangers bounce. Oh no. Lads, don't do this to me. Don't. Thank you, Ovechkin. We just had the longest power play in human history. And we didn't score. And they score right after. I guess we're better 5-on-5. Nice. Ovi gets another one. Scoring on his current goaltender, IRL, Logan Thompson. Silfverberg going to cut the lead down to 1. We are destroying them in shots. Igor, we got to have a talk. 3 goals on 11 shots is not going to cut it. Hat-trick for Ovechkin, as you do. He's just a beautician. Can we fend them off? Like, look at the shots right now. This is insane. Power play for the Rangers. We kill it. 8 minutes to go. Another. To be fair, we do have a lot of penalty takers on this team. So that's my doing. My bad. Game 7 coming right up. Both teams are 11-7. Both teams are 1 win away from moving on to the Stanley Cup final. What a joke. I don't know if Igor's just got the shakies because he's playing his former team here, but grow up. Thank you. Letang scores. We are only trailing by 1 now. Let's have a comeback. Once again, we're out shooting them, but this time it is much closer. The game previous, we were destroying them. Bortuzzo. Not the face I expected, but one that I will absolutely accept. It is now a tie game. This guy's got 2. Really? Come on, lads. Step up. We got Malkin. I don't think I've seen him once. Zuccarello. Or Letang again. We can... No. Nah. You can't make this up. I am sick to my stomach. New York and New Jersey in the Stanley Cup final. Not a lot of travel time there. See, this is a team that I could see us losing to. Gensel, Jimmy Stu, Patrick Kane. They got Seguin, Stamkos, Ben. This team is gross. Hannafin and Larson is the first pair. TVR, Schmidt, Dermott, and Thomas. Good save. Kemper in the net, so he was the leading goaltender for wins. Did they win the Presidents? I don't think they did. I think they were tied, but I believe they finished 3rd, which probably went down to Rowe or some other tiebreaker, I suppose. I'm not doing the 1 game at a time thing. I can't be asked. That depleted all my energy, so this is as good as you're getting. New Jersey Devils, Stanley Cup champions. Tucson wins the Calder, or Tucson, as I like to call them. All right, fair play. Sorry I called you out. You were actually doing all right. You had 22 points, plus 10. Ovi had 13 goals, 20 points, and was a plus 12. Zuccarello was doing fine. Even our second line was doing good, so I don't know. Defensively, we had Letang and Matheson both with double-digit points. Brent Burns had 6. Weird that he was a -3. He also just got a lot older, I guess, because he only has 1 ability now. Letang still has all of his. Yeah, 904 is not going to cut it. That's not good enough. 11, 6, and 2. Brando had to come in for a minute, and he got lit up like a Christmas tree. There he is again. 16 wins, because that's how many it takes to win a Stanley Cup. The math is mathing. He had a 925. Now get this. Logan Thompson had an 897. And we lost to this team. Dante Fabra will be your point leader, tied with McAvoy and Severson. That's interesting. Drysdale, good for you. Almost point a game. Wild Bill would have been the Conn Smythe winner, but his team did not acquire the Stanley Cup. Nope, not going to go to Laffy Taffy. It is not going to go to Kirill. Could it be Steven? I also want to point out that Rossi and Kaprizov had 23 and 22 points, respectively, in 14 games. That's outrageous. Here's another situation where they're going to give it to him. Stamkos is going to win it. And that makes me so upset because the man who really deserves it is sitting right here. Pasta gets the art, but we get a Bradley Marchand Hart Memorial. Interesting. Who else but Cale Makar to win the Norris? Sebastian Aho gets the Lady Bang. Calder goes to Celebrini. That is unbelievable. Okay, we didn't go home completely empty-handed. The Vezina goes to Igor. Saros getting the Jennings. Sealer acquires the Masterton. Bork awarded the Jack Adams. Who other than Sidney the Kidney to get the Selke? Bradley is your Ted Lindsay recipient. And then we've got Kaprizov with the Rockets Richard. There is your playoff tree. The Rangers got swept. How? How does New Jersey sweep them and whatever. One of these days, we're going to get the cup. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when.